episode is this?
It's episode 13, I think, because the last one I didn't count as an episode. I just put bonus under it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to episode 13 of Frogs in the Algorithm. We've actually done 13 of them.
I think so, yeah.
Damn.
13 or 12.
We've
Wait, let me
talked.
check real quick.
We've literally talked about nothing for hours.
No, we got some
We didn't
solid.
change any lives.
We definitely got some important topics that we've talked
Like,
about.
what's one important
Yeah,
topic?
it is episode 13.
I don't know if there's anything important.
Just life.
We're not giving any life advice.
We got
Oh, I watched the first episode of Last of Us
Oh, I
today,
saw that. Yeah, it's coming out.
and one of the chicks in the show said, "You can't begin to heal unless you say it out loud." I thought that was a good quote. There you go. Now we've changed people's lives.
Gay.
Yeah, if I watched the first episode of Last of Us, dude, that should be stressing me out low key.
How long are the episodes?
I think the first one was like 50-ish.
That's not bad.
The second one came out on Sunday. I haven't watched it yet.
That's on HBO Max too.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Righteous Gemstones and Last of Us are on. I'm watching Gemstones. It's funny. I think this is one of the funnier seasons, maybe.
It's the guy from Eastbound and Down, right?
Yeah, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, yeah.
Yeah, he's so funny. Him and the guy from Workaholics, Adam. No, not Adam. His name Adam?
The one that burned down the house. Oh wait, no, that's a different one. What? That's a teacher one. What is that?
Oh no, that year he's in it too though. Oh, it is Adam Devine. I'm thinking of Adam Devine. The guy from I'm talking about the guy from Pitch Perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bumper. Or
That's his
whatever.
brother, right? His
Yeah,
younger
yeah.
brother.
And then Walter Goggins is the other principal from Vice Principal. He's always in it. He's Baby Billy. You know
Wait,
Baby Billy?
what was that noise?
That's my watch.
Oh.
I don't know how to turn it off. I just got a new one.
Oh,
Or
okay.
not a new one. I just updated my phone, so I don't know how to turn off the thing. It's actually so annoying. Because at work, I'll be sitting there. I'm like, what the hell's all that beeping? And it was my watch.
Yeah, no.
NBA playoffs started this week. It was lit. First games.
Well, the first Pistons game wasn't lit.
It was lit, though.
I know, but we lost.
So, yeah, I mean, it's still a good game. We were shell-shocked. You could just tell that all the young guys are playing so bad, and all the veterans are playing pretty good. That's all you could ask for, I guess. But then we won the second one, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, for first nerves for Cade.
Yeah, it sucks because if you just box score watched, it looked like he had such a good game because he had not such a good game, but he had 22 points and 15 assists or whatever it was. And then
Mhm.
if you watched it, he was just not that good. I thought so.
Yeah.
In the second game, he's awesome.
I was watching TNT and they said like in those games like Cade's he's the star of the team obviously, but like it's his first like real playoff game, so like the veterans have to like really step up and you know like in those moments where he's getting nervous and like try to help him.
That's the point of the vets. That's why our team is so bad the last couple of years because Troy Weaver would just get a bunch of project players like James Wiseman and Killian Hayes and Isaiah Livers, and he was just getting them based on potential instead of guys that are proven guys. When we already had Cade, we already had Ivy. There's just no point for him to do that.
Yeah. But Dennis Schroeder stepped up.
I love Dennis Schroeder. That was such a good pickup. During the trade deadline, I was like, oh, I don't not like Marcus Sasser. I like Marcus Sasser, but I just liked having a better backup point guard.
Tobias
proven.
Harris pisses me off, bro.
Why? He played good both games.
I don't know, bro.
He played really good in the first game too.
He just I don't know. I feel like he's just like he just pisses me off, bro, for some reason. I don't
What
know.
does he do that pisses you off? He played good in both games. He held Cat to 10 points.
I just don't like his playing style.
What is he? He just sits in the corner and he posts up. He's like
Yeah.
a stiffer. He's like a real stiff Carmelo. I guess
I
that's
feel
how
like he
describe it.
misses a lot of easy shots.
Dude, he was literally we could literally look up his stats. I'm pretty sure he was making a bunch of them.
Durham is good though, number 0.
Yeah, he had a tough first game too. He was good in the second
The
game.
second game, he was the only like the first like 10 minutes, like our whole team like honestly was like had to break into like the game like and warm up, and Durham freaking just started off like good right off the bat, like getting the putbacks for Cade and stuff, because Cade like missed his first like 3 or 4 shots.
Tobias had 15 points, 13 rebounds in the second game. And in game one, he had 25 points and 6 rebounds.
What was his field goal percentage
In this game, he only missed 5 shots, 8 for 13. That's pretty good.
on the second game?
In the second game, he was 6 for 11. That's not that bad. That's pretty good. 50%, above 50%.
Yeah, he just pisses me off.
You're just a hater. That's why. There's literally no sub. Like you, obviously, he was literally one of our most important players of both
No,
games.
he is a role player. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but he's
Yeah, that's
his
the
just playing
definition.
style is it turns me off a little
I
bit.
don't get what you mean by playing style. What does he? He usually just sits in the corner, or if like we sometimes we post him up on an ISO when he's got a smaller guy on him at like the wing or the block.
Yeah,
So what about his play style do you not like?
I don't know. He's like a kind of beta.
What does that even mean? Yes, he's not the star player. That's Cade. That's Ivy.
Yeah,
We don't need him to do that. He does exactly what we need him to do. I don't even understand that thought process. He's a beta? What?
he's an incel.
This guy right here is literally a 5-year-old in a 24-year-old's body. Just nothing. He's got the monkey with the symbols going on in his head.
I watched that. I didn't watch the second game of the Clippers. I watched like a little bit of it, but
I watched like 3/4 of it.
the first game, they were playing so good. Like the Clippers were playing freaking. They were on fire. James Harden was going hard to the hoop and everything, and then they just lost, bro. Like I don't know how they lost. Like I was watching the entire game, and I don't know how they lost, bro.
Yeah, that was probably the best game of at least all the game ones. I watched it. That was really good.
Yeah.
Russ Russ would simultaneously make a really good play and then a terrible play right after, but
Yeah,
he made
Russ.
enough good plays.
I don't
Or
like Russ's playing style, but like I respect him because he's like goes hard every single time, every
what do you
single
mean you don't
play.
like his play style? You don't like his play style, but you respect him for going hard. That is his play style.
Well, just like the way he carries himself,
What? Those are two different things. Those are literally two different
like the
things.
way he plays, I don't like it either. Like it's
You just described how you respect him, how he plays. Like he
like
goes.
if I were to create like a 2K player, I would not pick his jump shot or his like take off the dribble.
All right. So what does that mean? What does that have to do with the way he carries himself?
Just his aura when he's like on the floor, but
This guy's just using a bunch of buzzwords so he can put it in the fucking clips.
but talking about that game one, like I saw that like they were asking Jokic, um, like yeah, who's that light skinned guy's name?
Jamal Murray,
No, the tall guy.
Aaron Gordon,
No, the
Michael Porter Jr.
yeah, they're saying like the first game they were asking Jokic, they're just like, because Michael Porter Jr. apparently he like sucked that first game. He didn't hit like any shots, and they were asking Jokic, they're like, yeah, so what do you think about Michael Porter Jr., how he wasn't like able to capitalize on like that night, like in like playing his role and stuff, and Jokic was just like, yeah, like if you're not gonna focus and you're not gonna be a role player, that's what we practice for. You shouldn't be able to play. You shouldn't be able to play.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that in the interview when I was watching it on TNT.
I would like to know the context because I
Dude,
feel like I would like
look
to
it
know.
up. Look it up.
Okay, we'll
Just
look
look it up. Jokic talking about Michael Porter Jr. game one, and he was basically like saying like, yeah, he shouldn't, like you shouldn't be playing if you're not ready like in the game. Like we need you as a role player and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I'm just reading a headline, but it says if you're not engaged right now, then you're not supposed to be playing the sport. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was kind of fucked up, but like on TNT, Shaq and them were saying like, yeah, I agree with you, like, or agree with him. Like he may sound like a dick, but he's like,
Oh,
you're a
here.
professional. You got to be like everybody else is engaged. How come you're the only one that can't be?
Let me see. I'm listening to it right here. I played it on the mic.
And Jamal's talking about playing, DA's talking about coaching. When you have a guy that's not engaged, so tonight Mike wasn't necessarily that engaged. Do you go out of your way in between games just to remind, whether it's him or anyone else, to stay engaged? Do you have those conversations? I know it's hard in the game.
If you're not going to be engaged right now, I think you're not supposed to play this sport. So it's like I said, it's just another game. It just happen. It can happen. So tomorrow is not tomorrow. In 2 days, it's going to be a completely different game.
Yeah, but what do they mean by engaged though? Like they're saying he wasn't trying?
No, like they relied on him for like hitting jump shots. Like he's
Yeah,
a
I know, I
three-point shooter.
understand that, but what do you mean
He
he's
wasn't
not
hitting any shots. Like look up his stats right now. Like, he was doing really bad, and Jokic was basically saying like if you're not gonna be engaged like what we practice like, and you're not gonna, because he was playing. I was watching highlights. He was playing really bad, bro. He didn't like, he was missing really easy shots, and they got to make up for that because that's like an extra like 10 points, bro. Like, but the reason
He
why,
only shot 4 times.
yeah, well he
He only
wasn't.
played 25 minutes.
Well, I don't know. That's what they're saying. Maybe
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was something else because why did he only play 25 minutes? The game went into overtime.
yeah.
So, like, I mean, all these other guys played full games. Christian Braun, Murray, Jokic, Gordon, and Russ.
The
Yeah.
reason why they won that first game though is because
Because of Russ, dude.
not because of Russ, bro, because freaking the Clippers had 20 turnovers, bro.
Actually,
20. And the Denver Nuggets had 11.
yeah, Jokic turns it over a lot, but, you know, it comes with the territory when he's got the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the Clippers are going to win the series because Kawhi's been cooking, dude.
Yeah,
Kawhi,
Kawhi's a good player.
dude, Kawhi in game 2, that was crazy.
Did they win the second game?
Yeah, the Clippers did. And this guy, Kawhi, he shot, I think it was 93% for he was making everything, dude. He was just reminding people how good he is. That's how it was. And he was clamping on the other end. They're like, can't make it over him.
Oh my god.
He just was reminding people of why he was like compared to like LeBron and Kevin Durant, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And he won 2 chips. He has 2 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, he's a good player. I like Kawhi.
Yeah, and he never says anything. He just runs up and down the court.
He was in that Drake video.
Yeah. Well, he won Drake a ring.
Did he win Drake a ring?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Drake got a ring because
Oh, he was on the Raptors. That's right.
Drake was also the ambassador for the Raptors. I'm pretty sure they gave him a ring.
Oh, that's what clip I forgot to make. I could look for that next time. The one
What?
where I talk about the Drake line in the Cade Cunningham line. We don't have to talk about it, but
I thought you were saying that. I wish I was playing a sport where we were getting rings. I wouldn't have space on either hand for anything. He made that song after they won the chip.
who
Drake.
did he?
Yeah, he made that. He has Money in the Grave and Omerta. Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He made those at like the little 2-pack after they won the chip.
Yeah, those songs are sick.
I actually don't like Money in the Grave anymore.
I love that song.
It was on our-
put my money in the grave and it's minutes in it when I did.
It was on our basketball playlist, so like we play it every single game, and it was so annoying. I was just like, I don't. That's like for Brady and Max. We had Go Legend. You know Go Legend by Big Sean. We
Yeah.
Go Legend.
With Travis.
They hate that song
Really?
because it was on our basketball playlist, and they play it every single time.
How freaking often did they listen to it? Like once or
Dude.
twice a week?
Like when we practice, sometimes they'd play it.
Oh.
So it was a lot.
Damn.
I got what you need. What you need.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. So, how's Giannis doing in the playoffs? I didn't watch that side of the playoffs.
The Bucks are terrible.
Are they?
Dame just
terrible?
actually came back from the blood clots. I can't believe that.
I saw that he came back in the game.
There-
There was like a hype. There's a hype up video like where he's like, oh, like they're talking all this shit. Like they don't want to see when I come back, and then they show like the clips, and he's like making all the shots.
Yeah, they lost.
They
They actually almost
lost.
came back yesterday. I was watching it. Yeah,
They lost.
yeah, they were down 15 and they went on a 13-0 run and cut it to 2, and then the
Damn.
Pacers hit. Dude, the Pacers just have the Bucks number. The Bucks role players are just not good at all. I mean, you don't know any of them, but I'm just
No. Drew
whoever
Holiday?
fielded that team. No, Drew Holiday's on the Celtics.
Oh,
Whoever fielded that team was crazy. They got Kuzma and Kevin Porter Jr. playing
Kuzma-
side by side. No backup point guard at all. So when Dame was out, they just had nobody running the point. I was like, who put this team together?
they just rely on Giannis.
Yeah, and Giannis is averaging like 37 and 15, like, and they keep losing.
That's crazy, bro.
We'll see. They're down 2-0. They're going back home, so we'll see what happens. Dame is game.
37 points is crazy, bro.
Yeah. He missed an important layup though in the last like couple minutes. But I don't know. Every time I watch, I'm like, oh, they come back, and then the Pacers just they're just not good at defense. Dame is not just keeps switching everything. They just keep relying on Giannis and Brook Lopez to block stuff in the paint, and then Kuzma and Kevin Porter Jr. are just fucking idiots on the outside. So
Yeah, Kuzma sucks.
he's good sometimes. Like in the last game of the season against the Pistons, he had 23 points in the first quarter.
What the hell?
Yeah, and he didn't play the rest of the game because it didn't matter. But
Holy shit. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
I'm glad the Pistons didn't play the Pacers though, and that we played the Knicks because I think we match up better against the Knicks. So I think we have a chance to win
Yeah.
the series.
That guy freaking pisses me off, the point guard.
Oh, Brunson.
Yeah, he's so fast, bro.
What do you mean fast?
He's fast, dude. Like, dude, I
No.
feel like we can't like keep up with him. We're always chasing him, and then he's fucking just pops out in the corner and shoots a fucking left-handed three.
Dude, I like Brunson, but he's the biggest foul baiter ever. That was so annoying.
At the
to
end of the
watch.
game, yeah.
Dude, that was
I thought we
like
were gonna lose.
And like usually people like are like, oh, that's part of the game. But even people on Twitter were saying, oh my gosh, dude, get this out. He wasn't even trying to score. He was literally just trying to go for fouls at a point.
Yeah, and he got a 3-point foul on top of it.
Twice almost. And I'm like, oh my. He just drives to the basket and he stops. So you run into him and he just throws it up and he shoots free. And then they had the audacity to complain about the fouls at the end of the game in the press
Yeah.
conference. They're saying, oh, if Cade's going to shoot those free throws, I think Brunson should shoot those free throws too. When they shot the exact same amount. And you know how many fouls he drew this series already? Brunson?
How many?
23 fouls.
Oh my gosh.
The next closest on his team is OG and Anunoby, and he drew 5.
What the hell?
I mean, I know he's
What
a
do you
ball
mean by
armor.
Drew? Like fouls called for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
just making sure.
you know the words how I put them in that order? That's exactly how they meant.
Yeah, I was just checking. Yeah, Brunson's a little psychopath on the floor. He's a little psychopath.
What? I like Brunson though. But like,
Yeah, I
I'm
like
like,
him.
that
He's a
was
good player.
ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
He's a little psychopath. Let me see what else I had.
Oh. But yeah, I thought those were pretty good weekend. Or the Warriors, dude. Steph Curry was doing Steph Curry things.
I didn't watch any of those games.
Oh.
I've just been watching the Pistons low key.
You just said you watched the Clippers and the
I
Nuggets.
did watch the Clippers too.
You didn't
but
watch the Lake Show?
I watched a little bit, but they were losing by too much, so I didn't. And then I watched a little bit of the second game, and I know they won that game, right? So
Yeah, I watched it I watched up to the third quarter yesterday, because I was getting tired. And they were up 18. I guess they came back. It looked like. Well, I never thought the Lakers were gonna lose. They're not gonna go down 0-2. We'll see game 3. When's game 3? Game 3 in the Target Center.
all right.
Oh, they play Friday.
I don't know what the second question means. I was on the plane and I wrote it, but I don't know.
You wrote the question. You don't know what it means?
It says more notable loss, Lakers or Clippers.
Oh, well, it was Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers. But here I have a better question. Is
Lakers were also favored by like 4.5 points. So
in the first game
yeah,
and they lost by fucking 20.
yeah. But I mean, the Timberwolves were on fire.
Who was?
The Timberwolves.
Oh yeah.
They were making everything. I mean, they were wide open on some stuff. But like, I mean, yesterday they weren't making anything. So it's just how the series goes sometimes.
This was one of the questions that I had. Is Cooper Flag a franchise player?
What? Yes, obviously.
Why?
Because he's gonna be the number 1 pick. He's literally like, are you being serious? Like,
Yeah. This is what they were talking about on TNT.
Who? Shaq and Kenny in there?
No, it wasn't. It was on ESPN actually.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith and those guys.
No, it wasn't Stephen A. It was some other random guys.
What?
Yeah, but they're saying that Cooper Flag, like he's good in college, but they don't know if he's going to be a franchise player when he comes and plays in the league.
I don't think they obviously didn't watch him that much because I think he's better than some of the other guys. He kind of reminds me. of like he kind of reminds me of Cade, I guess. I guess maybe because I watch Cade, but he is way better at defense. He's just a guy that can do everything. I don't understand why, and he's clearly the best player in college.
Yeah.
Cade was clearly the best player in college. Now, do I think he's gonna be like an all-time great? No, but they think he's gonna be the savior of like American basketball.
What? Are you serious?
Well, yeah, that's like for lack of a better word, but that's because all the MVPs are from overseas.
Oh,
They
yeah,
think he's
yeah.
gonna be him and like Cade are supposed to. Well, they don't think it's Cade yet, but it's gonna be Cade.
You think Cade is gonna be the American savior of basketball?
Well, no, I don't know about. I'm not gonna say all that, but that's what they say.
The next Jesus Christ of America?
He's gonna be the Saddam Hussein.
The
of American
Mao
bas-
Zedong?
Yeah, he's gonna be the Xi Jinping of American basketball. He's gonna be the Vladimir Putin of American basketball.
Yeah. I don't watch Cooper Flag, so.
You should, dude. I didn't watch Duke that much, but when I was watching him in the tournament because I picked him to win, I was like, oh my gosh, bro, no way these guys. And I can't believe they lost to Houston. Even I mess with Houston.
Who? Oh, the Florida?
Duke.
Oh, Duke.
They're up 14 with 5 minutes left. They lost. They're up 7 with 30 seconds left. They lost.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
And that national championship was cool too. That was a good tournament. Everybody was hating on it because all the 1 seeds got there, but we got like 3 good games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sick. That was good basketball. College is always good basketball, I feel like.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day that I was always an NBA guy. It was way better than college. And then this year I was like, oh, you know what? I think I like college better than the NBA. Like just watching it. But then the playoffs are so good so far.
Yeah, because they're letting them play. Like they're not calling. Bro, I feel like it's really. I've never seen the NBA like this physical where they're like all up on.
Actually, you're
everybody.
right because I saw a stat the other day that this year is during the first weekend that's the least amount of foul calls they've called ever.
Yeah,
Like,
they're,
on
they're really
average-
going at each other, like on each other. And
Like
they're
on
not calling it.
like on average, it was like 18 I think free throws a game. And when they're showing the other stats, like 10 years ago it was like 28. In the 90s it was like 35. So they're like not calling anything.
Find a fucking league.
I know.
bro.
Actually though, that's what people want. They don't want to fucking see
I mean, as
everybody-
long as they don't freaking punch each other in the face, like I feel like you should, or like trip each other, or intentionally fouling people like to where you want to hurt them. Like
Yeah,
I feel
but
like,
that's why they have flagrants and technicals. Dude, that's what I don't get about people when they're always like, oh, the 90s was so tough. Like, you could fight people. It's like, bro, who cares? Like, you're not even playing. They always resort to just violence. Like, Shaq would always be like, oh, you think I don't know if I said this on here, but you think Steph Curry, Shaq said, you think Steph Curry's going to average 30 in our era? Like, if he's going through the paint, we're knocking his ass down. We're punching him in the back. I'm like, bro, you guys aren't even playing. That's a foul. That's just not even like, what are you talking
that's
about?
not even basketball.
You're not
at that
even
point.
saying how you'd stop him. You're just saying, oh, we'd hurt. Well, I think I said it on here that they're like, Stephen A. Smith's like, oh, he's like, oh, I had somebody text me. They're like, oh, you think we wouldn't know that Steph Curry had ankle problems? We'd definitely be going for those. I'm like, what are we talking about? You're not even like, oh, we'd lock him up. We're like, oh, we'd hurt him so he can't play.
We're trying to end somebody's career.
I know.
Basically.
It's just like, dude, you guys aren't even talking fucking basketball. That's why nobody respects you guys all the time. Like, what are we talking about?
That's crazy, bro.
Who's that, Cody? Who's that?
I have this funny question.
Ugh.
So who's that white guy on TNT?
Ernie?
Yeah, Ernie.
Yeah.
So I'm
Ernie's
watching.
The Godfather.
Yeah, he's the Godfather, but bro, I'm watching TNT on the plane home from Florida, and like, they're getting ready for like the Pistons to come on. It's like the pre-game or whatever they're talking about it. During the commercials, like right in the middle of the commercials, Ernie comes on the screen and he's like, all the people at TNT just want to apologize real quick. We said that Billy Ray Bates died a couple days ago and we were wrong. We apologize to all the family. He is not dead. Like, he's still alive. We want to apologize to the family.
I saw that on Twitter. I didn't even know who that is, but
I didn't know who it is either, but
Yeah. I was like, dude, the person who messed that up is definitely getting fired. I wonder if it was. It's probably not somebody on the panel, but somebody like in the back was like, "Oh, I heard this guy." Hold on, what's his name?
Billy Ray Bates. And I was like, what the hell? Like I was on the plane. And then like it was in the middle of all the commercials. I was like, what the hell?
Billy Ray Bates. Oh, he's a retired American basketball player. Damn, they did a whole segment about him. That's fucked.
His family. Can you imagine his family? They're just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like he's dead. Like
No, well, what if you're like sitting there on the couch with Billy Ray,
yeah, he's like right there,
and
and
you're
you're
like,
like,
"What the hell? Did they just say I died?" He's like, "I'm gonna commit fraud now."
yeah.
He's going off the grid. He's getting. Roy doesn't have a social security number. He's taking him off the grid.
I miss Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's coming out soon. I don't know. I saw a trailer for it.
This thing's annoying me, bro.
Pickle Rick. Are you gonna wear that for Halloween or?
I mean, I have a
We should wear a combination of all the costumes. A Pickle Mario minion.
oh yeah, that does have the glasses and the hat and the pickle. Yeah, that does.
Over the Mario costume.
Yeah,
And then your jail pants.
my jail. Yeah. Well, I ran out of questions, so
Bro, this guy said I had
actually,
so many questions. He's like, I got some really good questions.
damn, we're only at 28 minutes. Fuck. Hold up.
Bro, cut that out.
Wait, I do have some more questions. One sec.
What was your favorite Rick and Morty episode, you think?
The one, the Riculanius, where they're all the same.
Oh yeah. He's like,
I love that one. That's one of my favorite episode of all time.
he keeps slipping nabs and slipping noo-noos. I like anything that's not nailed down. That one.
Yeah, yeah, they break in.
Or was the one where they go to the what?
He's 14 years old. Same height as me.
Yellow
Yellow shirt.
Dude, I wonder I wonder if they're like laughing while they're writing the show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Because they obviously write it before they animate it, so they're just like, oh yeah, just write this joke.
Yeah. It was my favorite episode, bro. I could watch it 100 times.
My favorite one's when they go inside the car battery.
Oh, and they're like pumping the
Yeah,
the
either that one or the vat of acid. But I think
Oh, that one, bro! I was crying when I saw that for the first time. Like tears were coming down my
the
eyes
vat of acid.
when he accidentally shoots. Like he tries to shoot the ladle,
Oh, yeah.
and then he shoots the guy by accident, and it goes past him.
Yeah, because he turned it all the way up and he shot him. And then the acid gets on the guy and he's like, I'm acid proof. I'm acid proof. Dude,
Yeah.
that's why I don't know if any of my friends know. That's where I get this joke from. But he's like, I'm acid proof. He's like, suck my ass. I'm acid proof. And he like runs away. And then
Yeah.
Rick's always just like, I think that guy had other stuff going on. I say that all the time. I don't know if anybody knows where I got it from.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
You
And
ever-
they put him in there, and then he dies
Yeah.
at the end, like the cutaway at the end after the credits.
He's like, I think I'm going to have ass flambe. That's what he says at the end.
Let me go to my chat GPT. I'm pretty sure I had some more sports questions.
What do you mean?
I told Chat GPT to ask me like 10 questions. Oh. Let me see if there's a good one.
I mean, we're going to the Pistons game on Sunday, game 4.
Yeah, true. I guess we just talked like 20 minutes of sports. It's fine.
I'm excited for the Pistons game. We get our shirts.
Yeah,
Put
I'm
shirts on the
excited, too.
seats.
I've never been to a playoff game before, I think.
Well, this is only the second time we've been in the playoffs since we went to LCA.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, hopefully, we can win one at least.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
excited to watch the
fucking
game
sick.
tomorrow. Get Kevin Harlan. I don't know. Oh, we're on
Who do we
ABC.
play? Who do we play if we win? You think like who?
Oh, Celtics.
The Celtics.
Yeah, we're not going to beat the Celtics. They're bad. They're a really bad matchup for us.
Well, who's their big man?
Porzingis,
No shit.
Horford. Like, we're really bad against like shooting bigs. That's why I'm surprised. Well, Cat kind of plays the 4, but
But Cat and that other guy are fucking huge down there.
yeah, Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, they're compared to our guys. Like I'm looking at them and they're struggling. I mean, we're keeping up, but like they're so big, like getting rebounds. Like sometimes we have a hard time getting rebounds.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Paul Reed was playing really good. And instead of Beef Stew because Beef Stew was hurt. And Beef Stew played good in the first game too, which was like a huge blow. But
Damn. Our whole team is fucking hurt.
just Beef Stew and
And Isaiah
Ivy.
Stewart, right? I'm just kidding. No, I wasn't kidding.
Beef Stew is Isaiah Stewart, you
Same
idiots.
shit.
Yeah, they are the same person. Isaiah Stewart. I thought you were talking about Ivy.
Clip that. Yeah, Ivy's hurt too.
Yeah, but he's been hurt since January. He got hutched.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Alright.
Hayward.
I'm trying to think of like what I watched this week, like on social media. Oh! Today earlier, I like Israel Adesanya has a YouTube channel now. I didn't know that, and he went to go train.
I feel like he's had it for a long time.
Has he had a YouTube channel for a long
Yeah.
time? But anyway, this is the first time like I noticed that he had one, and one of his YouTube videos popped up, and he was training with David Goggins today, or not today, but like whatever the video that I watched, and he was training, and it's like a hype up video to the training. So like he was talking to David Goggins, and then David Goggins and him like at the end of the video start working out, and Adesanya's like throwing up. They have to like pick him up and get him. David Goggins is like going crazy on the treadmill. Like he's like, get his ass up, get his ass up, and like they're like carrying Adesanya to get him on the stair stepper, and David Goggins, and he's throwing up and shit. And then it just cuts to black, and it's like full workout video dropping soon. And I'm like, holy shit! Like David Goggins is actually like that, bro.
Dude, that's actually crazy. How's like Izzy's probably one of the most fit people like in the
I know.
world around like at least of the top 1%. And this guy David Goggins is like dusting him in anything, pretty much anything except maybe like weightlifting.
He's a psycho though.
That's just all mindset, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, David Goggins was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I know. Who's gonna press these boats? We're gonna press these boats. That's what Mitch always used to say. He used to come downstairs and always be like, "Who's gonna press the boats?"
Yeah. I read both of his books.
Really?
Yeah. The first one was better though.
Was
The Can't Hurt Me one. It was fucked up.
was it about his life?
Yeah.
Were both about his life?
The second one that's like basically like the first one, but like it was more of like where he was at like mindset wise, like up to date, like an updated version of like where he's at. And then the first one, obviously, the first thing of anything is obviously the best.
I always wonder how those people like David Goggins. I think Trump has one, but like it says they wrote a book. Like, I wonder who works on it with them because they're obviously not writing a whole book by themselves.
Yeah, no.
Mike Malak. Like,
I think Mike Malak wrote his book.
You think that? Well, I mean, he obviously has an editor and like a revisor.
Yeah, they have like.
But like, I struggle to believe that he wrote a full book. Like, well,
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
I
mean,
think it's way harder than most people.
they don't know how to like structure it. Like they probably
Exactly.
say like, oh, you got to put this one here. Like you have to have the character arc. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it's a biography, there's no character arc. It's their life. Like,
Yeah,
it's more
true.
of like chronological.
Well,
order.
technically there is, like, because that's what movies are based on. They're based on like everybody in life has an arc. Like when I watch Sopranos, um, or what's it called? Chris is like, do you ever like wonder like nothing ever good was supposed to happen to you? Like he said that to Paulie, and he's like, yeah, nothing.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Paulie Walnuts. Remember we were talking about them.
Yeah,
last
I
time.
remember. I remember the names, but I don't know what they look like.
And then Paulie's just like, yeah, nothing ever did. So what? And he's like, because Chris wants to become a movie writer, like instead of being in the mafia. So he's like, in all these books I'm reading, like every character has an arc, and he's like, where's my arc? And like, and then I always see edits like, and it cuts to him like, cause he's like a drug addict and shit.
And what's his arc at the end of the show?
His arc was that just like once I don't want to spoil it for you just in case you ever watch it, but they like do you want me to spoil it?
It's fine. I'm probably never. Gonna
They
watch
like
it.
his girlfriend was like working for the feds. So and then so they have to kill his girlfriend, and then he just spiraled downhill from there, and then eventually Tony kills him, like they get into a car accident, and like in the car he's like it's pressed on his chest, so he's like breathing in the blood, and then he tells Tony, he's like, you got to get me out of here. Like, I'm not gonna pass a drug test. I'm on coke. And then Tony holds his nose so he suffocates to death. And then, like that's how he dies.
Damn, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
mean?
good, bro.
Why was he gonna pass? Why would he have to take a drug test?
Because he got into a car accident. There would probably be like, and they're in the mafia too, so like that raises suspicion. So they're always getting watched.
Oh,
Yeah. It was, yeah, I love that show, man. I could watch that forever.
yeah, that's a dark.
Yeah, it is. No, it's a very dark
I like
show.
Avatar. It's more lighthearted.
Yeah, my shows are more fucked up.
Yeah, I like a nice fucked up show sometimes. Barry was fucked up. That was messed up. That was really good. That was funny though.
Yeah, but
so-
they have like, well, I guess yeah. There's like a comedic aspect to Sopranos too, and then Barry, there's like comedy in it.
yeah, it's a dark humor.
Yeah, I
Dark-
like shows like that.
Yeah, Barry was really good. But Zuko in Avatar is like one of the best character arcs I've ever seen, probably ever written.
Or which character is that again?
It's the guy with the scar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good character arc. Walter White's got a good character arc, except I don't like Breaking Bad that much.
Yeah, it was boring. I couldn't finish it.
I don't think I appreciated it. How other people appreciate it. I just didn't like it that much. It was good, but like I stopped twice or three times during it.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me and that one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio on the island.
Shutter Island,
Yeah, I tried to watch it.
bro. You never
three
seen it? You never
I've-
watched it all the way through?
I tried to watch it 3 times, and all 3 times I just stopped halfway through and turned it off.
So you don't know what happened,
No,
bro? You should fucking watch that, and we could talk about it next time, dude.
I'll try, but like, bro,
Dude, I'm telling you, at the end of the movie, once you finish the movie, you gotta watch it again.
All right, I'll watch it.
I'm telling you
I'll
because,
try to, because Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite actor, so I've seen like most.
dude,
of
I
it.
can't believe you of all people have never seen that.
Yeah. No,
Like-
I've seen up to a certain point. Like I think I stopped. I don't remember specific details, but where they like go into the house or some shit. I don't remember, but it's like halfway through. I feel like.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That ending is wild. I can't believe you've never seen that.
Yeah.
I think that one. Well, I just like Shutter Island more, but I think that one might be better than Inception to me. But I know Jack the other day said Inception was his favorite movie.
Of all time.
I don't know if he said all time, but
Oh.
I think of the Nolans,
Of the what?
of the Nolan movies, even though I know Shutter Island is not Nolan, but
Damn, this camera looks like sideways a little bit.
I feel like Leo's in every movie that Leo's in, it's good.
Yeah, he's world class.
Yeah. World class striker.
Yeah. That's probably why Logan Paul wanted to marry that girl, because she slept with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Did she? His wife?
Yeah, that was used to be
Are
his.
they having a kid?
They had a kid, yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know which one of my friends said this, but they're saying like, oh, I was watching like the first episode of Paul American, and we're like, bro, you watch Paul American?
I wanted to kind of watch it.
Dude, it's so fake. Like, it's definitely so
Yeah.
fake. I forgot who said that. They were just telling me the other day. It's funny though.
Was it good? Did they say it was good?
I don't know. They were saying something. They were saying like some cringy part that they were talking about.
Yeah. I feel like it would be kind of cringy.
I wonder if Logan Paul's going to talk about when he filmed that dead guy in the.
Oh, definitely not, dude.
Dude, I wonder
Definitely not.
how did his team was like, yo, let's post this on YouTube, and they just blurred out like a dead guy hanging in the forest. Like, who okayed that? what part of his PR team's like, you know what, this is gonna go over well. Like, just put the suicide hotline at the bottom
Yo, that's messed
and just film this dead
I
guy.
know. And now everybody wears like that, Toy Story hat.
Yeah, the alien hat. I remember during when he was boxing KSI kept coming out with the hat.
Yeah, bro. Who okayed that, bro? That's crazy.
Dude, somebody had to edit it too, so they're watching the video and they're like, oh, let me just blur this dead guy out real quick.
Fuck.
And they're like, yeah, let me just cut him into the video.
That's scary, bro.
I know.
Like there's certain stuff nowadays that was like acceptable back then, but like that's never been acceptable to like film somebody post it of a dead guy like
Bro, they're
that.
also like way too nonchalant about it. They're just like standing next to him. And you know, like they probably turned the camera off, like, and they're just standing next to this dead guy after they called the cops or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to me that they don't even
Yeah.
care. Like they're just thinking in terms of content the whole time.
That's so stupid, bro. So stupid.
Yeah, that's true. That would never be acceptable in any era. Like,
Any circumstance. Maybe like, during like uh we just cut it. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe like before or after Christ,
dude,
those eras.
wait. I mean, like
But they didn't
medieval.
have
They
cameras
didn't
back
have
then.
cameras, so they'd be like, "Yo, quick, paint this, paint this." Holy shit, we just saw a dead guy paying it. That's what they'd have to do.
Yeah.
And like nobody would care. Like that's totally different than a real fucking video of a guy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
People paint dead guys all the time.
oh man. When's the next time you're playing golf?
Uh Probably next week. We were thinking about doing it this week, but we have so much Pistons to watch.
Is there wait, when's the next game? Is it Thursday or
Tomorrow at home?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch it here, I think.
Dude, I hope we fucking win tomorrow because if we lose, that the game on Sunday's gonna be so stressful.
Yeah, I know actually though, because we can't lose that one.
Yeah.
But then if we win this one, then the pressure is on.
New York.
I saw Charles Barkley say this, and I agreed. He said that if Pistons win game 2, then the pressure is on New York. If the Knicks win game, or sorry, 3, then the pressure is on the Pistons, because you don't want to go back home down 3-1.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. I mean, if we're down 3-1, going back to New York, we're not winning.
It's best 5 out of 7, right?
Best 5 out of 7. It's best 4 out of 7.
Oh, 4 out of 10. Yeah.
Literally. So what would happen if they won 4 and we won 3? Just nobody fucking moves on. They just are like, oh, you guys both get cut.
Yeah. Dude, you know how I talked about that guy, the dad, the transgender dad that he married his dad.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think it was wrong, but I posted the clip anyway.
Yeah,
'cause
I don't
thought
think it was his
funny.
dad, dude. I don't think it was a dad. That's what That's why I was getting crazy. I think it was just it used to be a dude.
Well, I thought it was funny. What's it called? She said it was a freaking his teacher.
Oh,
His teacher.
bro, dude. Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, you just convinced people that doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
I
dude.
thought it was funny, so I just posted it
That's
anyway.
fine. Who cares, dude?
Yeah, like everybody, like he's a politician. They fucking lie all the time anyway. I'm just like in the in freaking Candace Owens like hates the Jews, so she's on the hit list anyway too. So it's 2 people nobody care about. But
Yeah.
anyway, the freaking I heard it was actually his teacher. His teacher was like taught him in school, and she's like, or he was like 15 years, 20 years older than him. Waited till he graduated, and then transitioned and got married him.
So he groomed him almost.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's kind of weird. That's extra weird.
Yeah. I mean, not as weird as the dad one, but
No, the dad one is. Maybe his dad groomed him, and then
you're like, it was his dad?
dude. But yeah, I didn't know it was his dad. That was crazy. That also didn't make any logical sense.
Yeah.
Here's Grandpa and Mom.
Oh my god.
Grandpa, Ma.
Yeah, that was funny. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Oh, I found this new game on Roblox. So this game on Roblox, like it's there's like 100 people in a lobby and it's musical chairs. So you get spun like in a circle like this, and then once the light turns green, you have to run to the chair and like it's musical chairs.
Yeah, I
Like
know how musical
the
chairs
people
work.
that don't get in it they get shot up and they die. But freaking, I made it all the way to the end, bro. Last two twice, and I freaking lost on the last one. There was one chair left, and I freaking lost twice in a row. And I was
Wait, it
so
goes down from 100 to 99 to 98,
no,
or
no, 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 not that much. So it'll probably drop like from 100 to like there's like 70 chairs. Then it'll drop down to like probably like 50 or 55. Then it'll drop down like in big increments.
yeah, I was about to say if there's just like one chair, that game would probably take like like hours.
Yeah, no, they go fairly quick. Yeah, but we could end on that topic.
Why the fuck did you even have to add that in? Dude? We're gonna just not. You just, if anybody got to this part in the podcast and listened to that, you just wasted a minute and a half of their life listening to that.
Well, my conclusion is that you should go play it because it was fun.
Roblox sponsor us.
Yeah,
Give us some Robux.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to episode 13 of Frogs in the Algorithm. We'll see you next week. Peace.